So we were out shooting some how-tos, the same how-to we were shooting yesterday, but we decided to get some slow-mo in there, and there's a few more things I wanted to tell you guys about in the how-to on the rock walk for Gabriel. When I got home, the frame, I think it's a frame from Eric Wolfe, his general frame is here. It wasn't supposed to be here till tomorrow, but it came on Sunday, so we're gonna go.
It was supposed to get here on Monday, but today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday?
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy 4th of July.
Oh yeah. Are you coming?
Following you, it's like we're on Cribs or something.
You gotta show the name.
Well, do you think he wants his address on there?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
Probably not.
Okay, we won't.
But it's from Eric Wolfe.
You can edit that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a bike from Eric Wolfe. Thanks, Eric, man. I really appreciate this. Still your bike, unless I really like it. Just kidding. Kind of. Harry Myers. Harry, I hope you're watching this. Harry Myers was the owner of General, and he was the guy I talked to the most, I think, when I was riding for General. Him and I got to be friends, and he's a good dude. I think he's missing those Big Macs or the quarter pounder, right?
So what frame is this?
This is I think it's a General Osborn Pro frame and fork.
So you used to ride this bike?
Yes. And so I rode this bike when I was at General with Harry Myers, Fred Blood, Pete Carney. I think Chris Day rode General. There was a lot of guys. Sorry if I forgot your name. Brian Belcher, I think, was riding General. It was a good team. Jeez, Eric, how much did you invest in zip ties, man? Yeah, so Eric and I were talking about how to run a new style stem on this type of fork. He said there might be a sleeve out there that goes over this. We can run the new style stem, and where to get cups, and damn, I don't know how. I need somebody out there to help me with how new school can I get with the cranks and the seal bearings and the headset and the stem and all that, without changing anything on the frame. If anybody, I'm sure there's guys out there that know this stuff. If you guys could help me out on that, I'd appreciate it, because I don't know that stuff. So
All right, well, we will be back here then once we start the build.
We will be back. You guys have a good 4th. Be safe. And man, we really appreciate all your response and help online and your votes on the logo this morning. And we're having a good time with this. I hope you guys are, and we'll be in touch. So we've picked up a few, I don't know if they're sponsors or just people that are helping us out, but and then I'm going to open some boxes here that have some stuff in it. And Dylan wouldn't let me open them. He's like, wait till you get all the boxes. I'm like, no, I can't take it anymore. I got to open these boxes and see what's in them and what parts I got. But so I want to mention these guys. Patrick at Flatland Fuel. Man, I appreciate you so much. He's been educating me on the ins and outs of just about everything that's changed in the industry and old stuff. It's flatlandfuel.com. Man, if you're not sure what you want to build, I would really call this guy, because he just seems to know everything about everything. And he is also donating some parts that are on their way for this general build. This is what this is all about, the general build. Brian Bennett, I told you guys to check out. He's got a really motivating story that I think you guys should see. That was on the Today Show. This is a sharp guy. And he said he was going to send me some stickers for the bike, which is really cool. That are like time period correct, I guess. But so Brian Bennett is helping out. Been talking to him a lot. Eric Wolfe, who donated his frame and fork, and this box is from Eric. There should be an ACS 55 stem in here, which he was kind of holding out on me, man. It's like, I'm like, yeah, I want to make this thing updated, Eric. And he's like, and you got to know, he was in the hospital, like getting a blood transfusion. And I'm like, hey, go ahead, do your thing, man. He's like, no, it's all right. I've done this before. So we're talking. The nurses are working on him and stuff. He's telling me about some adapter you can get so that you can run a stem, that bolts down onto your forks. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds cool. And never said anything about his 55 and a 45 ACS stem that he had. And I think he knew that after I went through and did my homework, I was going to end up calling him looking for an ACS stem. And I called him, and it must have been like 2 seconds later, he had a picture in his car, and he was holding the stem in his hand, a polished 55 ACS stem. So he's kind of, I don't think he wanted me to know that he had it, because he goes, man, aren't you like 6 foot, 200 pounds? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I don't want you to break this stem. I'm like, well, I don't know what to say about that. I just kind of pushed that to the side, and I was like, I need that stem. And it should be in here. So Eric, thank you for that. And this is all coming back to you when we're done. And so Eric Wolfe, frame, fork, stem, and he's got a bunch of parts in here. I just talked to Grant Smith. I emailed him a day ago. Grant Smith is from BSD, and I have BSD cranks on my S&M. I was actually going to run a BSD frame, but something changed and they didn't have the size I needed or something like that, and so I went to the S&M, which worked out really good. But BSD makes cranks that are, man, I don't even have to look at those things. They're just solid. I don't even have to worry about them. I just love the tolerance. It was super tight inside the bottom bracket, which I can appreciate. And so I think I'm getting some cranks, possibly a wheel set, maybe some rims from Grant Smith at BSD. And I think they're at bsdforever.com, if I'm not mistaken. But this guy makes quality stuff, and I was just stoked. He returned my email in like a day. And he also said to me, by the way, he goes, he thinks the olive green Bully was the best looking bike out there. And I love that bike. And he said he loved when Craig Campbell was riding it. I don't hear Craig's name as much as I think we should online, because Craig was, man, that guy had more talent. That guy just had endless talent. He'd do everything, do it the first time, street, ramps, whatever. Craig was, I got to ride with him a few times when he was hanging out with Pete Augustin. Just a quiet, humble guy, but an awesome rider. So I wanted to say hi to Craig and Grant. I love that olive green Bully too. So And you're right, Craig Campbell was unreal. Jeff DeVito from JD Cycle Supply. Jeff DeVito owns JD Cycle Supply, obviously, and that is who I sold Bully and Hammer to. So he was looking for some hammer stuff. There might be some hammer stuff in here. He was digging around for it. And he said he was going to send me a few things, so we'll see what we get. So far, that's our list. If I forgot somebody, I apologize, because you guys are very important to me, and I appreciate you all very much. This build is just getting a really good feeling behind it. And so I'm pumped on that. So let's open this one from Eric Wolfe, because I've had this thing for like 5 days. Dylan wouldn't let me open it. I love how Eric packs everything. It's like he's sending me a brick of gold or something. In a way, he is. But everything is covered and packaged, and this might take a little while, but oh, there's a headset. So Eric's been sending me all these like links. Here's the headset you need, here's the cranks, and it's like, man, I'm taking my time digesting all this information, trying to track old parts, you know, because I'm more like I want to build a bike to ride. So I'm not a time period correct type of guy. I dig the guys that are doing the time period stuff. I love looking at the bikes, and sitting on them is really unreal. Like that Red Bull, or that Red General that, wish I could remember that guy's name and his wife. They were so cool. Anyways, that was really cool to go back in time on that thing. But, you know, I'm looking at stuff that I want to ride, and I want to compare new style to old style bikes and geometries, and that kind of fascinates me. So we have a Bear Trap 2 headset with a rotor cup. That's cool.
Is that like the original box from back in whenever it was made?
You know, I'm not sure, but
Looks like it might be. Or is that a new part?
these are brand new, man. They look like, or maybe not. Wow, this is even updated. I don't remember there being knurls on that top thing. Oh, that's cool. And he sent me some cups and bearings. Wow. Like Christmas time. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you, man. Ooh, this one has a note or something with it. Gyro parts. If you go with a gyro, set up these parts should come with it. Okay, well, the gyro parts, I'm not sure what that means, but Eric, man, your penmanship is worse than mine. And that's horrible. Look at that. If that's Eric's writing. It's nice to see somebody that struggles with their penmanship. Another cup. Oh, that looks like a gyro setup. Okay, so that's some gyro stuff. That's cool. I think I'm getting some gyro stuff from Patrick at Flatland Fuel also. Whenever I get stuff from Patrick at Flatline Fuel, it's like it fits. There was not one part in that whole box when I put that S&M together. Everything fit. All my parts. I didn't have to leave one time and go to the store. And that was, I don't know. That's kind of new to me. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, wow. So we got an ACS rotor on bearings. Wow, look at that. Hey, Eric, was that hard to let go of? Man, I almost feel guilty, even though you're getting this bike back. Check that out. That's cool. An ACS rotor on bearings. Huh, wow. I'll save that for last. You guys know what that is. Oh, cool. AME white grips. Made in the USA. That's from Eric. This is all from Eric. Are you going to say anything?
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Well, you're kind of leaving me hanging here, dude. I'm carrying the whole show, man. Come on.
Dude, it's unboxing. You
Huh?
just gotta open it up.
Right, but you could say something. No?
You gotta give me a second.
Look how Eric packs his stuff, man. He cracks me up. I get it. But, oh, wow, that's cool. I get it. I get it. Never mind. I didn't say that, Eric. Look at that thing. God damn. Excuse me. I cuss once in a while, but I know you guys are drooling on that. I haven't seen one of those things forever.
Is that the stem?
Yeah. But this one I rode on my General. It was like the drop stem just made the General look so good. Man, it's got the POTS modification, the hole through the thing for the front brakes. Man, that thing looks really good. I bet you're nervous about me riding this thing. I would be too, but you know, it's gonna work out. I'll be kind of careful with it. So that's the stuff from Eric Wolfe. Okay, this is from Jeff DeVito at JD Cycle Supply.
And that's the guy you said that owns Haro or Hammer and Bully.
This is the guy I sold Hammer and Bully to, and he's a racer. I don't know if he's racing anymore, but this guy, Jeff, is one of the coolest guys you'll ever come across. He was big time with MCS bike, and he's kind of one of those guys. He's into it because he loves the sport, and which I really dig. And ooh, I even got a catalog. So you guys see that?
Hey, that's cool.
JD Cycle Supply. Thank you, Jeff. Man, I appreciate all this. All you guys, Patrick, Brian, Eric, Grant, Jeff. I really appreciate you guys helping out with this project. So I'm gonna ride this bike and I'm gonna test geometries, old and new, and see if I think there's gonna be some crossovers in there. And then the bike is, once I'm done with it, I'm gonna send it back to Eric Wolfe. Because that's the deal. That he was going to give me everything, the whole frame and forks and everything for free. And I said, man, that's your frame and fork. You know, if I have it to do all this stuff, that's good. Supposedly, there is a possibility that I could get kind of addicted to that bike and not want to let it go. And then I'm going to send a picture of it with me on it, smiling to Eric, my hands all over it, just to tease him like he did with that stem. And then, you know, I got to tell you guys too, man, I really dig you guys writing to me and talking with me online, and I just love this community that is going on. And yeah, you guys are just super cool, and it's becoming like you're dominating. Man, I can't even play guitar anymore. You guys are in my head so much, my guitar is like, not that it was any good before, but that's all right, because Patrick can play and he's good. But yeah, you guys are definitely having an impact on me and Dylan, and we're just really having a good time with this. So you guys have a good evening, morning, wherever you are, and we'll talk to you soon.